That was my internet. For some reason, it kicked me off of streaming. I don't know why. But I'm going to die any second now. Come on, keep the crystals. Keep the crystals. That's all I ask. Well, keep the crystals and keep the module or the mod, whatever it's called. The depth module. There we go. Keep those two. That's all I care about. Yeah! Both of them! Sweet! Oh, and while I'm at it, I think I need to go up. Yeah. No, down, actually. Down here. One blue. Now that is fast travel. I don't think... Yeah. I literally need one more titanium, darn it. Jeez, I don't need salt. Man, talking about rubber wounds. Don't mind my dad jokes, even though I'm not a dad. They're funny because they're stupid, okay? And I'm an expert at stupid. Yeah. Freak it. I can actually fully upgrade it at this point. Because I got... Yeah, I got plenty of crystals and stuff. I'm pretty sure... What's up here? Yep. Grab you, and grab you. Make you. Make you. I don't feel like going through the menu to do this. Wrong one. And that's... Now, I need to eat some stuff. This way? I'm pretty sure it's this way. Gun Island. Now, I'll say that I said this once, but I'll say it again. Look for this cloud that I'm currently heading straight towards for the Gun Island. The other island is that cloud right there. And while you have the Sea Glide, it's actually faster to be under the water and not on the surface. However, if you are using your flippers, it is faster to go on above the water than below the water. And swimming, regardless, is faster than walking or running. Your character runs really slow, even though he swims decently quick. If you're mindful, you can actually make this trip all the way if you have the best O2 tank. See? You know, with this being like a water game, you would think that they would make an actual boat. Like, to swim on the surface. Like, you would think. I hear a Reaper Leviathan. Pretty sure it's down, like, there somewhere. I like how I still haven't made the stasis rifle. I love the stasis rifle. I wish that it was in the below zero. Because it's like, the people that complain that it's too OP and stuff, it's like, yeah, it is pretty powerful. I'm not going to deny that. But this game is also pretty hard as it is. And it's like, if they want a challenge, don't make the gun. It's like, don't ruin it for everyone else that actually enjoys using it. It's not like the gun in itself does any harm. It's just a good way to scan creatures. Even if that's all you use it for is to scan the creatures, it makes it so much better. Now, this is going to hurt me a little bit, because I don't have the, I still have the radiation suit, and I haven't even found the other suit yet, because I haven't done enough exploration. Yeah, now this is active. This is the one that leads back to that one lava area. Oh, this is the first time using the teleporter on foot. Might as well get this out.
volcanic rock, which has formed in this area, can be carbon dated to between 800 and 3,000 Earth years ago.
Need to turn slightly to the right. Damn! He was behind the fucking rock. I hope I didn't lose anything important. I was not expecting him to be right there. He loves hovering over that hole, though. Or C. Pretty sure that one's a male. Well, that sucks. I didn't lose my modules, did I? Nope. Wow, the odds of me getting exactly 100 food. Alright, time to make that trip again. At least I know where my stuff is. But it's like, at this point of the game, you don't really need anything else. If you don't like that cutscene with the elevator thing, you can also just go through the moon pool. But I like using it. It's fun. I was telling one of my buddies earlier when he was taking me out to eat that I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. It's kind of hard to be afraid of anything if you're not afraid to die. It is what it is. I am not suicidal, but I'm also not afraid to die. If I knew that I would get reincarnated like isekai, I would totally commit suicide. But because there's no confirmation one way or the other, I'm not going to do it. This would be a good time to have the freaking stasis rifle, though. Wait, more to the right. He is, so I should be able to make it down here. Should have brought some healing, but nah. As long as you're careful, you're not. Shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be the second one that's probably going to be a pain in my butt. If he's hovering. No, of course he is hovering. Swim! Swim! Swim, Forrest, swim! Don't look back, just swim. Yeah, make sure you're low and not up high. You will take damage if you're too high, because, I mean, gravity. Alrighty. Sit down.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now, the creature that we're about to meet is friendly. There's no need to be frightened of this creature, okay? You don't need to be scared. Yes, it's big, but it's friendly. So, whee!
others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it, as they did.
Alright, so I recommend jumping off over here. The reason is, this hole is how you get one of the final ingredients that you need. Try not to run in that thing.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in near.
This is one of the last ones you'll probably end up needing. It is very hard to find up above. This is one of the guaranteed places it will always be. I think that's the only one you can find here.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
Alright, you got some scannables here. First, Sea Emperor eggs. Second, the incubator. Those are the only two scannables. Currently. When you end up getting the hatching agent and putting it in here.
To hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Alright. So, like I was saying, when these hatch, you can not only scan the creatures themselves, but you can also rescan the eggs again because they're different, because they're cracked or hatched, however you want to specify it. Once you start coming up here, she reveals another teleporter. It's not the blowjob I want. This is also a special teleporter, so you can also scan it.
With the passage you've opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
New blueprint acquired.
Do be mindful with this teleporter. There's a sea Leviathan, or not the sea Leviathan. There's a Reaper Leviathan that spawns down there, and on my second playthrough, it actually came up here. Do be mindful. It's not a safe spot, so don't go AFC there. Or AFK. For those who don't know, AFC is away from controller and AFK is away from keyboard. Two completely different things. Same concept, but different things. But those items I've been collecting on occasion, this is why. I should have all of them already. All, if not most. Once I make the hatching enzyme, I will save it, and then I will hatch the eggs. I'm probably not going to bother doing the Cyclops thing. It's like, yes, I will build a Cyclops because you need a further rocket, but I'm not going to bother, like, using it. It's one of the things I find stupid about the Cyclops. It's like, it's an okay vehicle. It's more or less a mobile base if you use it right, but you get it so late game, it's kind of useless at that point. But it's like, as you can see, you can completely beat the game without using the stasis rifle. It's like, that's one thing that I don't like about people, like, complaining about the stasis rifle, that it's too overpowered. It's like, you don't have to use it. Like, there's nothing in the game that you have to use it on. It's like, if you're smart, you can scan all of the hostiles without getting killed. Even on hardcore difficulty. Heck, I've seen gameplay of people beating this game without ever crafting the stasis rifle. Like, on hardcore. Without, like, beating the game without dying. On hardcore without using the stasis rifle. It just makes it easier. That's all it does. Let's see, what am I missing? I know exactly where those are. Okay. Well, you are gonna go charge. Then I am taking Jelly Bean out. I would say my favorite vehicle is the prawn suit, though. The only thing I don't like about it, I wish that if you were just stationary, like, I wish that you can have, like, a permanent hover where you will stay in one spot and it will slowly recharge. Because that would make it a lot easier in case you accidentally fall off the map with it and you don't have the grapple arm. It's like the amount of times I have fallen off the darn map because I don't have the grapple is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to put these cuttlefish and the because I'm curious if anyone's actually done that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Someone probably has. before I go. My dumb butt put it up. Yeah, I put it up here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I meant to put that in its charging station. So, for my last ingredients, let's see, what would be the easiest way to get them? I could do the most dangerous way and go west, go into the dunes, because I know that there's one up that way. I could go underneath the islands. I could also go to the northeast forest. Might as well go the most dangerous route. Go through the dunes. Actually, yeah. Not the dunes, but the northwest mushroom trees. Yeah. And don't accidentally run into a crash. Sorry, one-handed, opening a drink. For those that are curious, I'm drinking a Fruit Punch Venom energy drink. I like them because they're only around $1. 99 cents plus tax to be more precise, at least where I go. Depending on where you go, they could be like 90 to like $1.20, depending on where you go. Same thing with Arizona's. A lot of gas stations around my area rose the price for the Arizona's. Most of them now are like $1.80. Walgreens is the only one that I know of that hasn't changed the price. There is a Reaper Leviathan around here somewhere, if not multiple. I think I'm just saying it. Yep. There's one. Should be another one over here, too. So, one of the cuttlefish eggs, I don't know if I showed this on screen, is actually right in this hole. If you head straight west, you can usually get pretty close to it. Just look for a big hole in the ground. Is this one of them I gotten already? No, it is not. Sweet. Trying not to get hurt by the freaking gas. Alrighty. So, need to head south if I remember correctly, or well, southwest-ish. But yeah, if you keep heading west from here, right over here is the edge. Like, that is the edge. That is the void. So be very careful around here. I found that out the hard way in my prawn suit. This arch is a decent place to get some materials. I actually built a base here on my first playthrough. Just be careful, there are Leviathans. There's also a wreck around here that you can actually get that. I'm going this way. I seen that in the top right of my screen. This place is a good place to get rubies. Yeah, there's quite a few Reaper Leviathans down here, so be very careful down here. I think I'm going to clear. I'm only healed this while I can. Wait, God bless America. I hate those fish. It is so stupid that they cause damage. Oh, this is another Leviathan. It is a friendly Leviathan. However, if you build on this path, they will no longer spawn. So, be careful with that.
Damage to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge, bottom-dwelling life form.
They also poop. They're like one of the few creatures that actually do. This is one of the entrances to the Lost Sea. It's not what I'm looking for, though. Might as well do a little bit of an exploration for you guys. Yeah. Definitely don't build a base here, though. Although, I do have to admit, one of the safest places to build a base is in here. But doing so will stop the sea traders for spawning, though, so be mindful with that. I don't know if that if this spot counts. Like, if this spot will still allow them to spawn, this will probably be the safest space for your base. There are some pretty decent resources in here. You got lodestone, or not, I keep saying lodestone, lithium. I'm thinking of lodestone because of Minecraft. I think you can get rubies down here too, but I'm not entirely sure on that regard. I think they're rarer. Obviously, you can hear the teleporters, so you do have to be mindful of that. Might as well. As long as you're careful, you can actually scan these guys. Not a fan of them teleporting you out of your vehicles, though. I have not had them teleport me out of the Cyclops. I don't think it can reach you. I think it has to like hit your front glass. That is the edge. That is the void. At least I'm fairly certain it is. I don't feel like testing it though. Okay, I'm testing it. Yeah, that's the void. Otherwise it wouldn't cut off the sound like that. Guess I should have went underneath the island. The floating island. Well, I mean, if you want to get technical, the entire map is a floating island. If you want to get technical. Sand shark. Ooh, another one. Oh, when you do find the cure, if you hover around these, you can actually find glowing peepers. They leave a little bit of a trail similar to that, but more sparkly. Those are the ones that carry the enzymes, and you can actually do your own investigation into the coronavirus. Hello! I think it's been a while. I'm pretty sure you're one of the people that used to watch me. I don't remember your name. As you can tell, playing a little bit of Subnautica. Pretty much beat it by now. Yeah. Are you surprised I remembered? Yeah, sadly I can't like play all the time. It's I don't want to disturb my roommate, so the only time I play is when he's at work. Man, he only works like 2, maybe 3 days a week. Yeah. Did you catch the other streams at some point that I made for Subnautica? I noticed that some of them had a few people that watched them later on. No. Yeah, you don't really have to bother watching the first one. The first one, since I don't know what it was, but it's like for some reason, they messed with my settings with my voice, and they turned it off. I don't know when it happened, but my first episode for the Subnautica didn't have any voice until like the last like 20-30 minutes, because that's when. So I kind of feel bad because I actually had someone join and said something in the chat, and they ended up leaving. I thought that they just wanted to jump in for a minute, but I'm pretty sure it's because I didn't like respawn to them. But that was just because my mic was off on the stream. How much do you know about the Subnautica game by chance? I played through it a few times. Oh, you actually played it? Are you talking about Below Zero or Subnautica 2? Because Subnautica 2 is not out yet, as far as my knowledge at least. Seriously? Cyclops Engine? Below Zero? Yeah. I played it, beaten it a couple times now for Below Zero as well. Yeah, it is decently old at this point. Why do I have a feeling I'm behind the ship? I got a strong feeling I'm behind the ship, which is not a good place to be. Yep, I'm behind the ship. I guess that's what happens when you don't look up. I'm curious if anyone got jump scared. As soon as I heard it and seen where it was, I knew I was behind this freaking ship. Yeah, Subnautica, like, it can be scary. Like, for instance, what just happened. Like, if you are not paying attention, you can easily come across one of the Leviathans. More specifically, either the Reaper or the Ghost. The Sea Dragon ones are only in the active and inactive lava zones, so you don't really run across them. I think you started off as that, watching my streams, and then you changed it to the Hunter. I'm assuming the Oh God is when the Leviathan came. Yeah, it could be scary. You know, while I'm thinking about it, I probably should repair this. Because there is a ghost Leviathan around here. It's a little further in. I think it's like a little bit more southwest. It's either southwest or southeast. There's one of the squids. You know, I am going to a place where I know where they are. I'm trying to find other sources. They're usually near the mushroom places, but not always. I know you say you played this game, but I don't know if you're aware of this, Hunter. But those clouds, that indicates the islands. Like, the one that's, like, directly behind my pod, which you can't really see right now. Here, get up a little bit more. Yeah. That cloud that's way back there. If you go to that one, that's the Gun Island. I think I scared Hunter away. At least temporarily. That's another entrance. Man, I wish this game had an actual map. Like, I know on PC there's a mod for this game that actually puts in a map in this section. They just have like a button that if you hit like the right key, it will go to a map. And it's one of those types where you actually have to reveal the map in order to make use of it. So I need to go this way. Hey, Reaper Leviathan. Oh, great. Yeah, that specific yell that it just did, that means it's hunting you. This is where I want to be. I'm curious if I scared Hunter to death. I guess that was just bad timing for me being behind that ship. Yeah, don't go behind the thrusters of that ship or you encounter that one. Yeah, this one's questionable, rather if it has the thing I'm looking for or not. I believe that's a different hole. Yeah, I think this is like the meteor hole. What I like to call the meteor hole. There's a Reaper around here though, so be mindful. At least there was on one of my playthroughs. This is also where one of those teleporters in that one room leads to. Like, it comes from in here. You can actually get the Seamoth in here a little bit. You can't go all the way with it, but you can get a decent amount of way in here, so it's safe from the Reapers. If you're careful, you can get it all the way to the door. Yeah, it does take a purple tablet to open, though. I don't know if this one has anything special about it, though. Sadly, I don't have any on me. Right before I leave, I am going to repair. Because knowing my luck, I'll probably end up getting grappled by a Reaper. And with me not having the safety thing, I will probably get eaten. Alright, so I do need to head this way.
Seek fluid intake.
And I'm coming across another entrance to the Lost Sea. Pretty sure this is getting close to the area I actually need to be to get that last seed I need, or sample, or whatever. I don't think this area is that dangerous other than the typical ones for this area. You know, the stupid teleporter guys, the squid, and the electrical shock guys. I think those are the only three that are around here. Another good place to get the deep shrooms if you are looking for places to get those at. And this is actually the mountain. I think it's like right up here. Yeah, I think it's like right up there. Why is it when I'm not looking for these darn bulbs, I find them? But when I'm looking for them, I can't find them. I thought that was a Leviathan for a minute. Oh, and why are some of these don't have any of the floaters? I mean, to be fair, the main island doesn't really have them either, but still. Yes, I seen that cave. No, I'm not going in it. You know what? I need to go home and get something to drink. You know, while I'm at it, I might as well get some salt.
Fluid intake immediately.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hey, I found life pod 3. Excuse me. You should really jump out from the side, not from the top. At least I got plenty of health. Gives me time to repair sea moth, and then to make my water. Alright, so instead of searching for that stuff, I'm actually going to go where you can get them.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I forgot to heal it, but yeah, I can do that in a minute.
Vital signs stabilizing.
But yeah, the moon bay definitely should be able to repair your shit, well, your vehicles, or at the very least have an like an upgrade module for it. Like say it doesn't repair until you build that. Like once you build that, then it can start repairing. Like that I can understand. But it's like it should be able to repair, and at least at some point. Because after all, it's like the freaking Cyclops can repair it once you get the module. Alright. So yeah, this one should be right about here. I should have slept, but nah. It's not that important at this point. I'm not going to be playing as long as normal. It's like, yeah, I have most of the day, but I don't actually want to live stream all day. It's actually really nice out, so probably going to go outside and sit in my rocking chair for a bit. The red zone. I don't know if that's the actual name for this area. It's like your spawn area is the safe shallows, which I prefer just to call shallows. Because, I mean, it's not really as safe as it says, because you got the stalkers. Not saying that the stalkers are hard, but you got the gasopods and the stalkers, which both of them can be pretty dangerous. And these are the balls I need. It's the only balls I want. But yeah, that one that's first, that's the like sea blue. It's kinda on the rarer side. The other ones are actually really easy to find. Like, they're pretty common. It's like literally, in case you weren't here, it's like that middle one is this. You've seen me get the purple. The ghost weed, which is, well, the second from first and second from last, both of them are in the deeper area. So they're pretty easy to get. Heck, the second to last one, you can actually get in the right before the magma zone in the Lost Sea area. But yeah, personally, I really hated that they got rid of the stasis rifle. Even if they got rid of it on, like, hardcore, that I would be fine with. Although, I would prefer to be able to use it on hardcore, but Actually, no. Make it so the regular story mode doesn't have it, but hardcore does. That would be a good compromise, in my opinion. But yeah, they easily could have added like a self-healing factor for your machines. And it's like they could easily put a story thing in. Like say that's like nano machines that heals it. It collects like minerals that are in the air to repair your ship. I think that would be a nice, easy explanation. Alrighty, so my plan is I should have went to the other one, but my plan is I'm going to go ahead, hatch the eggs, get cured, and then I'm going to save it and call it for the night. At least for a couple hours, because I really want to get outside and enjoy the weather for a bit. If anyone ever wants to know any decent anime to watch, at least that's my own opinion, I'm more than happy to give you some recommendations. Anime or even audiobooks, either one of those. Because I got quite a few both that I can recommend. I am very curious if I scared Hunter away with getting jump scared by that Reaper of the Leviathan that's behind the ship. Because due to chat lag, it's quite possible that he got scared off around that time. Alright, so when it comes to using this to get to the island, I recommend leaving it up here. Because being over there, as far as I'm aware, the Reaper won't try to get to it. I usually use the prawn suit, but nah. It's not like you're hurting on oxygen, though. Oh, apparently I was wrong about these. Yeah. Time for one of the cutest scenes in the game. That and the cuttlefish. I will hatch at least one before I beat the game. Actually, speaking of which. So, if you plan on building the thing, I recommend using the large room. I don't actually need the recipe on screen, but yeah. I recommend doing the large room, doing 2 floors of the large room, and building 3 alien containment units in total. The top one being a single, and the bottom floor being 2 side by side. Well, yeah, 2 of them side by side. Because if you do it right, if you do it like that, all 3 of them will be linked, and you can swim throughout the 3 using the top as the middle point. It does mean that you're going to need 15 glass or 30 crystal, but at least it's not the glass that you need for, like, it's not the enabled glass, which I do plan on using this, which does mean I'm going to need another 8, well, another 4 glass and another 8 crystal to make those glass. But that is something I will start doing next time after I deal with this. I will make it home before getting off here, though. I hope she's not waiting on me. I don't think she is. She might be. I didn't glitch the game, did I? Because that would be like me. Ah, here it goes. I was about to say, I didn't find another glitch in the game, did I? It's like, that was not my intention.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
Seriously? Nah. Alright, so this is what you need to get off the planet. This is the cure. I'm curious if he does that because he's like freaking out or because it like itches. I'm curious. But yeah, you can either get cured in here or you can head right outside. Both are viable options. It's like, as long as you get cured, it doesn't matter. And heck, you don't even have to get cured right away if you don't want to. You can hatch them and all that and just leave. I mean, you can't leave the world, like, you can't use the rocket, but still. But yeah, they hover around here for a little bit, and then they go throughout the world. Which you can relocate later on. I don't know their actual, like, locations that they hover at, but yeah. You can find them around the world, though. And they do grow up. Yeah, they leave a bunch of these around. Alright, time to get out of here. Time to go home and probably exit for the night. Yeah, if you really wanted to, you could beat this without using any teleporters whatsoever. You don't have to use them. That would be another good challenge for those that like to do challenges for Subnautica. It's not a challenge I would do, because that is one of my primary teleporters I use. That and the one that's inside the gun. I don't use the one inside the gun very often. I think building a base next to the entrance to the active lava zone, I think it causes that one sea dragon to like despawn. Or I get scared of it or something, I don't know. Yeah, something I found out in my created world, though, if you do build a base down on the bottom side of the, well, in the void in general, where the Ghost Leviathan, well, the Ghost Leviathan spawn, if you build an observatory and you go into the observatory, they will actually go away and despawn. However, once you step out, they will respawn. Like, say if you have like a large room or multi-purpose room, or I don't know about the other rooms, but at least the pathways, the compartments, they will still spawn. I don't know about the glass ones. I didn't try those. But yeah, if you are on a foundation, if you are in a compartment, if you are in a multi-purpose room, if you are in a moon pool, if you are in a large room, they will spawn. However, if you step inside the observatory, they will go away and despawn until you step out again. I don't know why. Like, for real, I don't know why. I don't know if they do that in Survivor, but at least in Creative, that's what they do. Why am I swimming without my sea prawn? Jellybean, I left you. I didn't mean to leave you. If you give it a couple minutes, I don't know how long it takes, but I know at least if you give it a couple minutes and then find your way to one of those vents, you can catch one of the peepers that has the enzyme, and you can actually run your own test in the alien containment thing, and you can actually run your own experiments. Like, you can say, put a bunch of fish in there, put one fish that is infected, and watch the fish get infected. And then wait until like most of them are affected or whatever, and then find one of the cured peepers, and put it in the tank, and watch all the other creatures that are in the tank get cured. This would probably freak some people out. I'm not afraid of anything, but something that does give me some slight creeps, like this right here, gives me some slight creeps. It's worse in real life. Like, I hate not being able to see the bottom. I still swim, but I don't like it. I prefer being in actual pools, but it's like, I have gone swimming in several lakes. I do still enjoy it. Like, don't get me wrong. But I do get some I do get creeped out a little bit. A little bit of a funny story about one of the trips I took with my grandparents and my girlfriend at the time. My grandparents, for this story, actually had a pontoon. And my girlfriend and I actually swam underneath it, and we did some adult stuff under it. I thought, like, it was actually nice. Nice and slippery. Y'all want to tell me some of your own personal stories that try to actually make sure they're true and try to keep them PG. But if anyone wants to actually put their own stories up in my comments, I wouldn't mind.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I am going to fill my hunger and stuff because I don't feel like doing that later. But yeah, you see what I mean about early game making these trees? It's like, if you make the lantern fruit tree and you make a single plot, so 4 trees, it's like, you are good. It's like, by the time you are running low on thirst and or hunger again, it's going to be full. It's like, I literally keep these just so I have them all. I don't know if there's a 4th or not. My buddy says that there is, but... Oh, well, that's one thing. I forgot to make a bed. Oh, I need fiber mesh for those. Hoopfish. Yes, you can sleep in the game. It's kind of like Minecraft, and it skips the night. Oh, and just a heads up, it does actually increase the time. To make it a little simpler. Seriously. Seriously. Freaking stalkers. But yeah, if you, say, the sunbeam, you start the timer for it, and, I think it's like 40 minutes or whatever, and you sleep off the night, it will actually go down like 5 to 10 minutes or something like that. So it is a good way to speed up the time for their arrival. But anyways, I am calling it here. I may or may not be back on later. If I am on later, it will not be a part 3, it will just be a new episode. The only reason why I did a part 2 is because my internet cut out. The only time I will do like part 2, part 3 is if it is one of those situations where I either blue screen, where it kicks me off the game, or my internet cuts out. Or if I'm going to eat. Like, if I'm going to go eat and then come back, then I'm also going to do it too. But I try to eat before I start streaming, so I don't have to bother with that. Yeah, so the next goal, the next time I live stream, my goal is to build another story to this, which, in case you don't know, if you build the alien containment unit in a large room, it takes up like this spot and this spot. It takes up 2 spots instead of just 1. If you do it in the multi-purpose, it's literally a cylinder like it is in the Degassi base. But if you do it in a large room, it's double the size. Not to mention, in either case, if you build a second story, they will actually connect to each other. If you build a second story... Alright. So, I'm ending it here. I will talk to you next time. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call.